mode.
Hello everyone, we have Vince from Northwood University to brief you about Northwood University programs and its requirements and all the details. So over to you, Vince.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for hosting this this great. I'm Vince Milan. I'm the director. Yes.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
You can off your video so that your voice clarity will be good.
I can turn off the video. Oh, okay.
Video.
All right, let me do that. So is that correct?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. Well, thank you. The director of international enrollment with Northwood University. We're located in the state of Michigan in the United States. We are strictly a business school. So I'm trying to change the slide. There we go. We are strictly a business school. So we are a top 7 business university in the United States. All we have are business programs, both at the undergraduate and at the MBA or graduate level. We prepare students to be leaders in business. If you're passionate about being a business leader and being successful, then I think Northwood University is a great choice for you. As I mentioned, we want to develop you as a leader in business, so when you graduate, you will be ready to be a manager, to be an entrepreneur, because we will give you those skills that's going to make you very successful in business. As you see there, where the yellow star is, that's where we're located in the state of Michigan. So we're surrounded by the Great Lakes, but the state of Michigan, it's a beautiful state. The campus has about 2,000 students, and about 10% of those students are international students from all around the world, including India. And so we really enjoy having our international students on campus. Our U.S. students really enjoy the international students as well. The campus is very safe and it's very friendly. So as I mentioned earlier, we are a top 7 business university. I think a great statistic is that 34% of our graduates own their own businesses. So that just shows you the strength of our business programs. So that they're so strong that over 1/3 of our graduates are starting their own companies because they have those skills. This is just a few images of some of the buildings. The upper left is one of our buildings on campus. To the upper right, we have a big baseball team here that's a top team in the United States that plays. So we take our international students to the baseball games because we have a big suite at the stadium that we can host our students in. So we really do have a lot here to offer our students. We are accredited by the Higher Learning Commission, and we are ACBSP accredited, and that's the accreditation for business schools and programs. Since we are strictly a business school, then that's why we have the ACBSP accreditation. So we have 20 different majors, or let's say specializations, for our bachelor's programs. As you can see, I have them listed here: accounting, to finance, hospitality management, entrepreneurship. I mean, as you can see, we've got a good variety of programs there for our students. Our intakes are January, May, and August. So we are currently recruiting for the August intake right now. So there's still plenty of time to get applications in for the for the August intake, because it only takes us 1 day to process an application for the undergraduate programs. 1 day, so we're very, very quick. If your student, or if a student has a high grade point average, they might be eligible for our 4-year bachelor's and master's combination program, our bachelor's or BBA and MBA. So this is not for everyone. It's just it's for high achieving students that that are interested in ultimately getting an MBA. So we can assess their transcripts to see if they're eligible for that program. We have an MBA, a Master's of Business Administration, that we offer on campus. The majority of the students are eligible for the 2-year or 24-month program. Again, if a student is high achieving, they may be eligible for the 12-month MBA. We would assess the transcripts and be able to tell you. Our intakes are January and August, so we are currently accepting applications for the August intake for our MBA. For students that need a little bit more help in English to get a little stronger, we do have an intensive English program on campus that can help prepare the students to be ready to progress into their degree-seeking program. We have great accommodations on campus. In the lower right corner, you will see there's a brand new facility that's opening up in August. A great, brand new accommodations on campus again that our students are very excited about. So we really do have a lot of great options for our students. We do provide meal plans for them. Some of the accommodations have kitchens so that you can cook your own food as well. So we've got some great options for our students. We have a lot of student organizations on campus. We have a great international student club that, as a matter of fact, one of our Indian students from India, is the president of that club. His name is Akash. So our students really love to get involved on campus. All right, so let me tell you about the entry requirements. For the bachelor's degree, we need an Ielts of at least 6 or a TOEFL of 61. So we're going to need a GPA, it's a C average, so it's a 2.0 out of a 4 scale. So it's going to be a C average. So that's what we will be, I guess we would adjust your mark sheets, your transcripts to make it turn out to be on a 4-point scale to see how you would be eligible. There is no SAT required. We waive the SAT for our students. To apply, it's very easy. You go online to our website and apply. You would scan and email me your higher secondary transcripts, your completion certificate or diploma, whatever you have that shows you've graduated from your higher secondary school, passport picture page, your ID page, and the Ielts or TOEFL results. That's all we need, and we can get those processed, as I said, in less than a day. So we're very, very quick. So the cost for our bachelor's program tuition is just a little over $24,000 per year. and then for your accommodations are going to be just a little over $5,000 per year, and food $4,870, and medical insurance is required, and that's $1,149. So for really less than about $10,000 per year, your food and your housing is covered. So we're in a lower cost of living part of the United States. So we're able to keep our fees and our costs very, very affordable. For our MBA, we do not require the GMAT or the GRE, so I waive that for our international students. We do not charge an application fee either for our MBA or our undergraduate applications. So for the Ielts, we need at least a 6 or a TOEFL of 80. The minimum GPA that is required is going to be a 2.5 on a 4-point scale, which is about 63%. So we would need then the application, their university transcripts and diploma, an Ielts or TOEFL, a copy of your CV, and a passport ID page. The costs per year for the MBA program, for the 2-year MBA, it's a little over $18,000 per year for the 2-year MBA. Your accommodations, food, so your living expenses are going to be just a little over $12,000 per year for that program. So again, I think very, very competitive and affordable fees. And yes, we do offer scholarships. So for our undergraduate students, a student can get up to $9,200 per year, and it's all based on the grades from your higher secondary school. So we will look at that, and you don't have to apply for that. We will automatically award the scholarship once we see what your grade point average is from your transcripts. We also have an additional scholarship. It's called the Nagley International Scholarship. We award 5 of these per year, worth an additional $5,000. So only students that have a 3.0 on a 4 scale, which is 75%, if they have that grade point average or higher, they would be eligible to apply for that scholarship. And we would tell the student if they are eligible for that scholarship. So a good, strong student could have over $14,000 per year in scholarship for their bachelor's program. The graduate scholarships for the MBA program are up to $3,150 towards your first year's fees. The graduate school will look at your grade point average, they look at your CV, and then they will also look at the timing in which you would apply for the application. So it's really a component of it is early decision. So the sooner you can apply for admission into the graduate program, the better. So as I said earlier, the undergraduate applications take us 1 day to process. The graduate or the MBA applications take about 2 weeks to go through that process. And a representative from the graduate school will contact you because there is a Skype interview that the graduate school will do with you and a writing sample that is required. And for the graduate students, you will need a third-party transcript evaluation done, kind of like a WES evaluation. We use a company called FIS, and so the graduate school representative will work with you on that. Also, we need your university degree needs to be at least a 4-year degree. If you have a 3-year BCom, it is unlikely that you would be eligible for the MBA program, because in the U.S. For the MBA programs you need a 4-year equivalent bachelor's degree. So we would have to assess your transcripts to see if you are eligible in case you only have a 3-year degree. If you do have a 3-year degree plus a 1-year master's in something else, then that would be able to make you eligible, because then you would have an overall 4-year equivalent degree. For our intensive English, if you, again, if students need a little extra help in English, the tuition per semester is $6,850. So we look at the intensive English as a per semester, because most students just need 1 semester or maybe 2 to get stronger so that they can be successful in their degree program. So kind of to recap what I had mentioned earlier about all the main reasons why I think it's important to attend our university, is that if you are interested in a business degree, either a bachelor's or an MBA, we are a great school to look at, because we are 100% business. We don't offer anything else. We are strictly business. Our professors have real-world experience in business. We've got smaller class sizes. Average class size is going to be about 20 students, 20 to 25. So it's a great learning environment. So you can have that one-to-one experience with your faculty. We have great career services that will help you right before you graduate to put your CV together, to even teach you interviewing skills and techniques. So when we bring big companies to campus like Toyota, Samsung, you can interview and talk to these companies about possibly coming to work for them. So we prepare you for that. And remember, you will be a business leader when you graduate, and that is going to make you so marketable with companies, because these companies want their employers or employees to be leaders, and you will be that. Thus, you will be able to move up the ladder quickly with more responsibility and more pay in that company. And lastly, just remember, our graduates are owning their own companies. So 34% of our graduates own their own companies. So you're going to have the skills to do that. If that's something you want to do, is to start your own business, you'll have the skills to do that. If you prefer to work for a company, that's great too. You're going to have the skills that businesses want to see in their employees. The leadership, the management skills, and that's going to make you more successful and really more marketable, so that you'll be able to get more responsibility and make more money. So that's Northwood, and I think we would love to have you on our campus. I think you would be an asset to our university, and again, we are accepting applications currently for August. The deadline for applications for our MBA program is going to be the end of June, and for the undergraduates, for the bachelor's programs, it's going to be after the first week of July. So really, the sooner the better, because there's no application fee. There's no GMAT, there's no SAT, there's no GRE. So all good positive things to help you go through the application process easier and smoother. So that's Northwood. I'm glad to answer questions or whatever the next step you feel is necessary there with my friends at Study Metro.
Yeah. Thank you, Vince.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So let me check with the students. Does they have any questions? So do you have any questions for Northwood University? Vince, do you have a program for MS and petroleum geology?
And the only master's program that we offer is going to be an MBA.
Okay. They have only MBA.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
If you want to register for an MBA out there, and what are entrance exams are we required to do?
Okay.
I mean, GMAT and GRE is not applicable as per the practice.
Yeah.
So other than that, what all exams are we required to do?
Vince, the entry requirement for MBA program.
Yes, the entry requirement, as I said, there's no GMAT or GRE required, and I'll go back to the entry requirements. So, so for the MBA, we need an Ielts of at least 6 or a TOEFL of 80, and the GPA has to be a minimum of a 2.5 on a 4 scale, which is about 63%.
Okay.
That's
So the IELTS is required.
Sorry?
IELTS
I'm
is
sorry?
required. No, I am just answering the student. So
Yes.
she's asking what sort of exams is required. IELTS is required 6.0 minimum.
So no campus CET or anything is required to be given. I mean, if
No.
you appear for the rules.
No. So it's a waived. So you are accepted with 2.5 GPA as well. That is 63% from the Indian calculation.
Yes, that's correct.
Right. And is there any application fee waiver for the students who is attending the fair today?
We waive the application fee for the bachelor students as well as the MBA students. If a student is applying for an and they encounter to waive the fee, it is DEVOS, and that's DEVOS PROMO, DEVOS promo. That will waive the application fee for the MBA students. And there's no code required for the bachelor students.
Okay. There is another question like, is there any waiver for IELTS if the student has done his education from English language institution? Like with the English
Yes.
proficiency certificate, you can waive the IELTS?
So if a student has studied in an English curriculum, both at their secondary or their higher secondary school or at their university, all we would need is a letter from the school, and they do this all the time, that states that English is the medium of instruction, and thus that can take the place of the IELTS.
Okay. So did you get that? Like without an IELTS, without an English exam, you can still be able to get the admission with the help of your last education. That if you have done your last studies, your undergrad and English medium institution, getting a letter from them proving that medium of instruction was English, you'll be able to get the direct admission. Any other questions? So Vince, would you like to add up anything else as per anything so that the student get to know about it?
I encourage you to, if you want to learn more, to go to our website at northwood.edu, and you can learn more about our programs. Obviously, I encourage students that they can always contact me, or obviously contact me through you all at Study Metro. I'm always glad to answer questions at any time on Skype or on email. So I think if students are interested in business, we're a top business school. So I think we're a great option for students if they're interested to study business in the U.S. and you want to be a business leader when you graduate. Northwood University is going to provide that for you.
Okay.
Oh, real quick, I just something else that my team and I do is that we really provide a lot of support and services to our international students. Once students apply and are accepted, then we will help you to commit and to get your I-20. Then we will Skype with the students to prepare them for their visa interviews, because we understand what the embassies are looking for. So and I know Study Metro does this as well, but we also will help prepare the student. Once the student gets the visa, we will tell them what airport to fly into that's closest to campus. We will pick the students up. There's no cost for that. We'll pick them up, bring them to campus, help move them into their new accommodations, introduce them to other international students, and we're there all the time to help support the student. If they need anything, we take you to the mall to go shopping because we know you don't have a car. So we're really here to help you out so that you can easily get the things you need and to have the support that you need as well.
Thank you, Vince. I'm just checking if any questions for the online students who is attending from a different place.
Okay.
Do you have any questions? No questions. You're going to get a gift voucher if you're going to ask some questions. I guess the student has got all clear with your presentation. If they have anything, they can write you up somewhere, like directly if they want to contact you. If you could share the mail ID on the screen so that they can have a note at that, or they can contact us as well to get in touch with you.
So how can I type in my email address?
You can put it in the chat box. I'll share it.
I'm just trying to find the chat box. Chat. Okay, so here is my email.
Okay. Thank you. We got that. Thank you, Vince. Okay.
You're very welcome.
Sure. If the student has any doubts, they can write a mail to Vince directly, or they can contact the Study Metro team. They will help you out with all the questions you have in future.
That is great, and I'm looking forward to coming to India in probably in a month or two. I will let you know when I will be there, but looking forward to coming by the offices there of Study Metro.
Sure. We will invite all the students for you. Thank you, Vince. Thank you so much for your time. I know it's midnight over there. You are awake, and thank you so much for the time and addressing the student about Northwood University. Okay. See you soon again in the next webinar.
Thank you.
Thank
you very much, and you all have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.